I spilled something on my shirt, and it was brought to my attention in a meeting today. So then I put on a shirt that I didn't like, jacket. And now I'm dressed. Now I put some clothes together in the office, and now I'm dressed like a creative director. That's what this kid is.
I feel like you need bigger pants.
That's what Sophie said. I know I need bigger pants. Yeah, I need wider. If these pants are wider, I would go get a job, freelance on retainer with Apple for 6 months at like $37K a month, and I would do nothing. I would just go in there and drop some words like culture and community, and like give them a few decks, make a few decks, and keep that money.
I feel like you should talk about InDesign.
Talk about InDesign. Well, use InDesign to sell the thing that'll never
sell
probably
community.
Do. So let's sell community.
Or you could sell them on Discord.
I just got back from New York. It was tight. Made some contacts. It was chill. It was no biggie. Right? That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Creative directing.
Made some contacts.
You're kind of actually a creative director, right? Are you? What are you doing? What are you up to? You're doing all kinds of things.
On paper, sometimes I creative direct.
Okay, you are a director. You've directed a lot of music videos of note. Big name artists, current contemporary artists. You're also a photographer. You've shot some wonderful campaigns. Amongst them, you shot for a local huge and gorgeously beautiful, successful brand called Born and Raised.
Monolith,
a brand. You've shot for them, which I don't know how you got those jobs.
We'll get into that.
There's no way of even knowing how, like, I mean, winning a campaign at Born and Raised is a major coup for any artist.
Yeah, it's huge.
It might have made your career, possibly.
Type shit.
And all you do those two things. This is interesting because there are some parallels in our lives, but you're also a wildly entrepreneur who you're wildly prolific entrepreneur who is, I think of you as like, you're like a prospector, and you're like an incumbent oil baron, and you're digging and you're plumbing the depths and you're trying things out, and you're gonna hit a vein pretty soon. I think personally, I would bet on Aiden personally. Now, does that mean that I have put my money where my mouth is? My money's tied up right now, so I didn't cut you a check, but I want to.
He didn't invest, but he thought about it.
I always go, am I too late? And you're like, shut up. But I know that your endeavors are going to bear fruit. I can just tell.
Thank you.
And the fucked part about it is it's not going to be like a little like, oh, you know, we made a little, like you're going to hit hard because you're playing the long game.
Long game.
Right?
I'm all about the long game.
You're about the long game. And you know, so it wouldn't be crazy to say that you probably technically are a visionary because you have vision.
Or multi-hyphenate.
Am I on your nuts too much right now?
That's a big one.
I've been doing a lot of dick writing on the show recently, but I like my guests. What can I say? We're friends. You took me up for a spin around the block the other day a few months ago when I was in the dumps. You took me.
That was huge.
I was at a bar. This was like 4 or 5 months ago, I think.
This was like 2 months ago.
No.
3.
No.
This was 3.
No, it was like November.
4 tops.
November-ish.
What?
Yeah. Just let it.
Okay. November is great.
So we were at Stella, right? Something like that?
Stella the bar.
Right.
Bar
we
Stella.
were there, and I was talking to someone, and you're like, hey man, you took me outside for a walk like a dog. You're like, you need some air. And he took me around the block a few times, and I was like, that was really nice of you, man. Because I really, like when you checked in on me and you're like, you're fucked up. And I'm going to take you outside. You need to take a walk. And we walked up and down Sunset, and I was like, that was really nice. It really worked. But how often does someone,
Walks are real.
like we're all out here. We're always bullshitting, seeing each other at parties and things. But like, it's nice to see someone and be like, you're obviously distressed. You need to get outside of this like bar and go outside and walk the streets. And we did. And I want to thank you for that. That was a kind,
of course.
That was a kind gesture or something. Whatever the synonym for gesture is.
Yeah, you were really wearing it on your sleeve that day.
I'm so bad. I'm really bad at.
Like you looked like your dog just died.
I probably was around when I put my dog down. Yeah.
Which
amongst other things
sucks.
That probably wasn't when
just
I was
happened to me too. It's horrible.
You did? You just put one down? Oh man, how old?
A few weeks ago. So old, like 16.
Oh god,
or 15.
Oh,
yeah.
just like smelly skin.
Just like all
oily.
bad. Like so much cancer, deaf, blind, confused. He was walking in the walls. It was his time.
Oh, it's sad. It's you get to see the circle Hakuna Matata of life situation, but in like a microcosm. So it's not like the whole. It's not like 100 years. You get to see it in like 15,
like
16
9
years.
to 16.
Yeah,
on average.
Yeah, and you get to see them fully break down in real time. You're like,
yeah,
oh shit, that leg doesn't work anymore, and then you got to make that decision.
Sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah, night walks are good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. We had a little night walk.
Especially with a friend. I actually do them every night now.
You do?
I walk 5 miles every night.
Oh, that's good.
It's part of this like weird diet I'm on.
It's good to walk.
Regimen. Yeah.
Walking is one of the best ways to take off the LBs.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It's one of the best.
But also, good way to catch up with people and have a really good combo. Because if you're too busy in the day, you could do a little night walk.
I'm a big fan of killing two birds.
Yeah, it's like never eat alone. You could catch up with someone.
Oh, I know. I eat alone a lot.
You know?
I just eat. I'm eating these days just for the sake of like battery power. I just eat for like, I'm just putting things in my body so I can keep moving. But I've taken all the. I mean, I'll have a couple meals like a week maybe that are like outside. But
like, did you just eat anything with your smoothie, or was it just
that was just another of? I just snack all day. That was the meal. Yeah, I have like a smoothie. Then I'll have like something comes in the office. Sometimes I eat that, or I'll eat some eggs, or I'll eat like a turkey patty. I just kind of graze.
Just depends. Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah. Huh? 5. Oh, 5 raw. Yeah. I've been drinking raw eggs. That's my new thing.
It's disgusting.
It's actually delicious. It doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of good. It's weirdly less eggy than the runny omelet, and I don't know how. Because when you have a runny omelet,
I kind of like a runny omelet.
I hate it. I cannot. This is
or like runny scrambled eggs.
This is what's crazy. I can't eat runny omelets or scrambled eggs, but I can drink 5 eggs in a cup.
That's gnarly.
It's not.
Are you trying to like get gains or something? Like what's up with that?
I need max protein. I don't have time or the wherewithal to eat it.
Max protein.
I need max protein. Well, I'm protein focused. So instead of dieting and doing things, now I just focus on like how much protein can I get in my body.
Okay.
And protein isn't fun to eat because it's fun to eat bread and rice. Protein is not fun. It's just like it's dense. You
just have like 10 power bars.
That's not protein. That's just that's trash.
What? There's some protein in some.
There's some. It's trash. It's all sugar. I don't eat sugar.
Quest
personally. Welcome to Powerful Truth Angels. Aidan Cullen of the Cullen lineage, the Twilight series. He's from that. Come on, guys! Every day with the motorcycles. You're Aidan Cullen. You're a multi-hyphenate, which is a very overused bullshit thing. Like when people ask me what I do,
that's what you just say now. I'm just a multi-hyphenate.
I know. I hate saying to them like, "Well, I do these 4 things," because it sounds like such bullshit.
But you actually do them all.
I actually
do a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
also,
and so do you.
Yeah,
like you actually do it though. Like you're actually like. I'll talk to you. You're like, I'm going to New York to shoot a video for so-and-so. I'm like, well, that's crazy. And then you're like, I'm doing a photo, and I see you're doing a photo shoot with this guy. And you have another startup, right?
We do.
And this startup is basically like they've made an app that what it does is like when you order Postmates, it sends another car to follow your Postmates, and they call you and they let you know how long your Postmates is going to be because that map is always lying. And I think this is the one that's going to push them over the edge.
This could work.
And I wanted to give them all my money, but I was like, I don't want to get rich yet. I want to be humble.
Yeah.
No, that's not his app. His app is called Nova. Bow. No, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So we'll do. Jason, add some fucking infographics. Yeah. Add
Nova.
like a flying logo and some birds.
I'll get you the PNG.
Yeah, we need a PNG. You need a rotating logo. He has an app called Nova, which is basically like it's gig economy for the industry that we're both in, which is film and photography. Right? Is that a good?
Yeah.
How would you say it? How would you pitch it?
It's a funny one. It's a platform to connect freelance creatives with each other, and then also with the best like brands and agencies and companies who need them. Yeah, because I don't know, like I've been shooting for like 8 years now, and it was always like building crews of, like, a company will hire me to be a photographer or director, and then we need 30 other people from like hairstylists, makeup artists, producers, editors, colorists, the whole nine.
Above and below the line.
above and below the line.
Amazing.
And yeah, I was spending like thousands of hours like putting crews together and calling people and asking people for recs. And I was like, how the hell does some shit like this not exist already? Yeah. And then also like there's no place for the freelance creative. Like everyone's on Instagram.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like we love Instagram. It birthed my career. It birthed a lot of people's careers. But now at the end of the day, it's like an app that's, you know, you're supposed to share your social life. It's not like made for work. And yeah, so Nova is like a curated platform. You have to apply to get in. The creatives are vetted just to make sure if you hire them, it's some real shit.
Here comes Valentino. Some water.
Oh, wow.
Come on in, Valentino. Come right around here. Come right
Thank
around
you.
here.
Well,
Have
wow, thank you.
Do you have an extra mic? You have an extra mic.
You want to pull
Valentino.
up a chair?
Oh yeah, I got a chair.
Valentino's he's just some guy that's around. He comes by the office. He's
Good looking guy too.
good looking kid, right? Young guy. 16.
A lot of potential.
Imagine being 16. Hands off. We got dibs on him. Don't
No, all good.
No, I'm kidding. Do what you want.
We have our
Valentino.
16-year-olds too. No, just kidding.
Wow, he doesn't even blink. Look at him. So listen, since
He's
you're
ready.
here, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of scuttlebutt in the office about what's happening right now in the rap world. Yeah, you can tell he's already hyped up on what's happening. And from the
He's
perspective, like,
Let's get
I'm
into
like,
it. Let's
like
get into
you
it.
and I, like you generationally, we're looking at 3 different generations here, right? I've seen a million rap beefs. In my day, we're talking
Jay-Z, Nas.
Tupac, Biggie, murders.
Yeah.
What's the 3 illest rap beefs you've lived through?
I like that I've lived through it. I mean, literally, the Peterson Automotive Museum thing was crazy. Like when that was happening, the height of all this shit, they shot Biggie down there, and that was the craziest thing you've ever seen. They killed 2 of the biggest rappers. Like they got killed. Like
I kind of think Diddy killed both of them.
Diddy is the devil. We all found that out recently.
Yeah.
He probably did. He probably
Suge Knight too, man.
Suge it's
Suge
okay.
he's a gnarly guy too.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. It's never what you think. The nicest guy you ever see on TV is usually the devil, and the mean guy is usually not so bad.
Are you the devil?
No, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Well, yeah, that's what we think.
But let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So there's been through the history of rap.
So like,
there's
where
been
does this
beefs.
rank between Biggie and Tupac?
This is not even like I don't even think it's real.
This isn't even on
This
the
is like
same
a couple.
radar.
This is like, I mean, people are very excited, but like, there's nothing.
This is like middle school couple.
Yeah, there's nothing really on the line here. No one's gonna get hurt. No one's gonna get murked.
Or I feel like this is like when you start dating someone in 9th grade. So there's like a little more
Exactly.
to
And
it,
then like the girl acts like,
but you don't really count
if
it.
like you play the girl, then she acts like, oh, why'd you do this? And I'm like, because we're not gonna get
You're like,
married.
because I'm 15.
Exactly. Talking from experience.
Be careful because you might be having that conversation very late in life. You got to be careful. You got to watch yourself. You know, that might follow you around forever.
That's true. That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? Maybe
Yeah.
it's time for you. Maybe it's time for you to get married. Maybe you.
Nah, I'm
maybe
good.
you
I'm
need
good.
to have a child.
I'm
bride.
good, man.
16 years
My
old.
sister just got engaged, and I have to be an uncle first before I'm a father.
Your sister?
Yeah, my sister.
Who the fuck is your sister?
Remy.
What? I didn't know you had a sister.
How old is she?
What are you
She's
talking about?
28.
No, not your real sister. Your play sister.
No, I swear to God. She's 28.
Where? What? What?
He
what
just put
what did
that
I
shit
My
miss?
on.
mom never
God.
told you about this?
No.
Oh, well.
There's a sister?
There's a sister.
Oh.
Not my mom's daughter.
Your dad's daughter.
My dad's daughter.
Oh, okay. So your
But-
half sister.
I mean, yeah, but
No,
like
she's still your sister. I get
she's
it.
yeah, but I don't really count that because that's just like just bullshit. But
like-
my mom did raise her since she was 2, because my father and her mother got divorced very early. So
Copy that. So back to Kendrick and
Yeah.
J. Cole. Okay, how about this? Just break down what's going on for people that don't know.
Kendrick dissed J. Cole and Drake.
No, it starts before then though.
All right, yeah, that's true. J. Cole
2-person shooter
first,
comes out.
first person
shooter mode.
True.
dissed or J. Cole. He didn't diss Kendrick, but like he kind of did. But he
Exploratory
mentioned-
shots.
Yeah,
he sent some
yeah.
probes out, right?
Yeah, he did. And then he mentioned other
jabbed
rappers
him a little
too.
bit.
He's pretty much like
Yeah.
he said, "We're the big 3. We're the goats.
Yeah.
Me, J. Cole. I think J.
He said
Cole,
K. Dot,
Kendrick,
Drizzy,
Drake, and me. But then he
Yeah.
was like saying like, "But I'm kind of the biggest goat out of all of them."
But that's every rapper's job to say that they're best, even when they're saying other people are the best,
Yeah.
right?
Not really though.
It's some rapper
I mean,
shit.
it is, but like
No
J. Cole
rapper's
says
like, I'm number
delusional.
2.
Yeah, you have to like really be.
You have to say that you're
have to be
ask any
him.
rapper in the world, and I've asked them. I've literally asked a rapper, who's your favorite rapper? And they've been like,
me.
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 Dude, I hate that shit. It
Yeah.
pisses me off.
I've heard that a few
I
times.
saw a podcast with Trippie Redd, and he said, me, bro. You're not. You're not.
Trippie has told me that too.
You're not. Like,
But at least it's consistent. Like it's been him for years.
has it?
Yeah.
So
I would
let's
say 2017 from January to March.
for who?
Trippie.
Trippie being
He was the
goat.
best for that time frame.
I guess so. I mean,
You were like
2017
10.
was his peak. Yeah, I was 10.
You were 9.
I was 10.
That's fire.
Talking to
It is
a
fire.
scholar here. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Of those 3 artists, I've never listened to a J. Cole album. I've shot a video with J. Cole in it. I shot a video with Kaz, and J. Cole was on the video. We shot it in New York. But I haven't actually sat down and listened to a J. Cole album. Not for any other reason. It's just one of those things that missed me.
Just never
But
happened.
I have so many of his songs in playlists.
Right.
Okay.
He has some fucking heaters.
He has heaters.
Is J. Cole?
He has gone platinum with no features.
J.
Yeah.
Cole's like, and he has, dude. They have a whole tour. They have a Dreamville tour, right?
Going
They're
on
in
right
North
now.
Carolina,
Yeah,
right?
right now.
Dreamville's legit.
It's a thing. It's a
Dreamville's
thing.
hard.
The
They're
Dreamville
stacked.
album was huge.
right.
Yeah.
Dreamville's like
JID, who's super tight.
Yeah.
Buddy was
Lou-
all over that album.
Cause.
Buddy's on the Dream.
Oh yeah, on the Dreamville
Yeah,
album, he's
yeah.
on like every song.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Boz, they have
Boz is sick. Yeah, they're all good.
Baz.
Baz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's French.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh, see, we're learning. A
So
scholar.
yeah, pretty much like just to keep the ball rolling, right?
Yeah.
So Drake drops this song. J. Cole and Drake are talking about how they're like a bigger goat than Kendrick. Fast forward.
Which isn't true.
Wait, are they saying that? I thought they were saying that they're all top 3.
well, they're saying we're big 3, but then like J. Cole said some smart shit about like,
Yeah.
but I'm in the ring right now and I'm in my prime kind of thing.
Which he wasn't. Which he isn't. He's dropping his last album this year. So how are you in your prime?
Well, every rapper says they're dropping their last album, and it's never their last
Yeah,
album.
it's all for promo.
Too Short started that back in the day, and he was fucking
He
lying
just kept dropping.
because he kept dropping. He dropped 30 more albums.
But yeah, then fast forward, Metro and Future drop this album. Kendrick just bodies him.
You think Kendrick murked him on that track with the everlasting bass track behind it? That's what that was.
Yeah, it's a banger, honestly.
It's good. It's great. But,
I think
And the sample too. Rodney O and Eazy-E.
yeah.
there we go. I don't know. I think Kendrick came pretty hard. And then J. Cole drops this 7-minute freestyle song. And it's so mid, he just apologized and took it off the album.
It's not a J. Cole beat either.
It's like a YouTube type beat? Or
Right.
what?
Yeah,
he did
nah,
a
it's like
public-
more like a Babyface Ray beat or like not a J. Cole beat. I think J. Cole usually has more jazz beats or like soul beats.
Interesting.
So J. Cole drops
So it
a
just all
diss.
around didn't feel like him.
No, I didn't. And then he admitted it himself
He was
yesterday.
like, yo, that's on me.
That's unprecedented. To drop a diss
I don't know
track,
why he would like apologize.
No
I feel
one
like
in-
there has to be some behind the scenes.
That's you got to think there's something behind.
He
that.
actually said some kind of crazy shit in the, like
The
he was
apology,
like,
yeah.
What'd he say?
no, he
On the diss?
Oh, I didn't read the apology yet, but in the diss he said like,
He was
my-
complimenting him.
Yeah, but he was like, damn, like I fuck with this fool, but also like my shooters are with me and they're itching. So I'm like, so you fuck with him, but like your shooters are trying to shoot
He said,
someone?
yo, first shit was classic.
What is
Yo,
he
last
gonna-
shit was tragic.
What's he gonna shoot him with? Like
Draco.
J. Cole's not going to kill Kendrick.
he's gonna hit him with a poem in the face? Like
Yeah,
J.
it's
Cole's
like-
like woke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
J.
not-
Cole also is like a professional basketball player.
But he's ass.
I'm not.
He's in the D League, so it's,
Yeah, he plays in another
We're not here to
continent.
hate on J. Cole. I can't.
I rock with J. Cole.
I
He's-
fuck with J.
He's
Cole.
tight.
I fucking
He's
J.
cool,
Cole.
but like,
But what's okay as a 16-year-old? What's your take on J. Cole? Like, let's give me your breakdown of like if you were to use 1 to 3 words to describe J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. How would you do it?
all right, each of them get one word.
Yeah, one's fine.
Okay.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. I think he's intelligent.
Okay. Drake.
He's a bitch. I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious.
He said it.
I'm being so serious.
Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar.
He's a poet.
Okay, so you have an intelligent and a poet, and in the middle is a bitch.
Yeah.
I also can't endorse that. I love Drake.
I love
Sorry.
Drake, but like,
How do you
Dude.
love Drake now?
How do I?
I've always loved Drake, but
He's ubiquitous. He's everything. He's everywhere. Like he's like
Like
the
why?
mo-
Why?
he topped
why-
the Beatles and Michael Jackson. He's the greatest selling artist of all time. But
Until Bad Bunny came along.
no. He's higher?
Way higher. We'll get into that later.
Okay, but like
Taylor Swift too. Sorry.
all right, yeah. Drake has like this fake persona because he's an entertainer. He's not a rapper. Kendrick and J. Cole are rappers.
I would love to counter that. I actually think Drake is by far one of the best rappers alive. Because
He's a pop star. He's an actor. He was on Degrassi.
Pop star, actor, multi-hyphenate, if you will.
Multi-hyphenate.
But he also puts on this fake gangster persona.
Yeah, but we know. But he
also,
even,
like-
he even cops. There's a song.
Yeah.
Not to put myself out there, but there's a song I was listening to today, and he talks about being like, he's like, I didn't. He basically says, I don't know what he says, but he says like, he sums up, says like, I wasn't hard until I started rapping. Like he says it.
Yeah.
He comes out like he's never. And we all know.
Then
when
he
Drake's
should stop
being hard,
acting like
Well, I
that.
also
bro.
think Drake is a troll. Like his whole life
he's
is a troll.
But he also Drake also. There's also theories about Drake and
I also think
Extension and like all that shit.
I personally think beefing with Drake is one of the scariest people to beef with because
Yeah.
he's actually one of the only rich rappers. And if he wanted something to happen, like he could probably figure it out.
This is the crazy thing. And we're getting into the weeds here, but
Yeah.
I heard recently, I haven't looked into this, but like there's a theory about Jay-Z and his mistress came up dead, right? And that's all I heard.
Hectic.
And like when I think about it, I'm like, you'd think that nobody at that level would jeopardize anything, but then you also think that,
about Diddy.
yeah, but then you're also like, wait a minute, if you're a billionaire and you need someone gone,
So late.
the politicians, they do it all the time. The government does it all the time. They're like, get this guy out of here. Hang him
milli?
from a doorknob. Yeah. Like,
Can
are you
have
kidding
that.
me? And like, you can get it. Yeah. You're kind of probably untouchable. Like it probably happens more than we understand.
Yeah, I just think it's not to be looked over that Drake has way more albums than these guys.
Yeah.
And they all do well.
Yeah.
And they're all good, honestly. I can't hate on it.
He just put out another album that's great. I mean, I don't know how no one can be that
He drops an
consistent.
album like every year.
How could you consistently make that many good albums? That many good pop songs is crazy.
Ghostwriting.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how he did it.
Every
'cause they're
single
all ghostwriting.
Every
Everyone's
single
fake.
artist works with a bunch of writers.
Everyone is fake. There's probably there's probably like 3 real people in the entire planet, including.
Yeah. I mean, dude, even if you look in Kendrick's credits, a lot of people are also writing on the song. Same with J. Cole.
yeah,
and
but
they are very intelligent, poetic
But you know
people.
who actually ghostwrites for all of them? Taylor Swift. It comes full circle.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man.
Think about it. Do the fucking math. Put it together.
I mean,
connect
Drake-
the dots. Goddammit.
Drake wrote a line about her, so you know.
It's great. This is what I think I like. You guys might be alive long enough to see. You might get to see all the secrets. Because once these people die and they're gone for 30 years, right? Like you might possibly get to know because you get to find out in life. Like we know what was going on with like old Hollywood, like everybody was gay and they were fucking doing all kinds of weird shit and they're having orgies. Like, but you only find out way after they're dead. But you're going to know the truth and you're going to remember this talk. I'll be long in the fucking dirt and you're going to remember this and be like, that guy knew I was going to know. And I need you to find one of my relatives and tell them that I was a visionary. Find one of my descendants.
I found one of them.
You find one of them. Okay, J. Cole, Kendrick. We never really got a real breakdown of what's happening.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy to drop a rebuttal
diss.
and then apologize.
That is a wild move. But you got to think: is he playing chess or is he just really being honest?
He dick rides the fuck out of Kendrick. Like he said, like in the diss, he complimented him, and then he complimented him again on the apology. Like, which side are you picking? Drake won't do that. Kendrick won't do that. Jay-Z didn't do that. Nas didn't do that.
Maybe J. Cole. Maybe something happened. Maybe he got a call from someone that terrified him, and maybe he made a public.
I think
apology.
beefing with Kendrick could be scary too.
I think it could be fucked up because
like on some like real
he's from
blood
Compton.
shit.
Kendrick's from a real place. He's around real people.
I mean, all of his first videos just hella bloods.
Yeah, his
Kendrick
dad
is
was a
tied in.
blood.
He's tied in. He's so and like maybe it's like.
But he
maybe,
also seems very like above it now.
yeah, but he's still
But like
he's
his goons aren't.
He's still a man, and like you're pulling his card, and who knows? You never know where it could go.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Obviously, he's a very smart man, but like he might still be like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
You can't come. Like maybe he's like, hey, you can't come to LA, and J. Cole's like, let me add up the numbers if I take away my LA revenue, and he goes, I'm going to issue an apology.
Brutal. Yeah, LA revenue's huge.
He's like, I need that LA revenue. Who knows? Who knows? We're just speculating. We're just a couple guys speculating. 3 different generations.
But I think this apology gives Kendrick a bigger opportunity now to like really go full force, or he could step back.
Well, I think he's done. personally.
I mean,
With the
there's-
apology coming.
part 2 is dropping on Friday, so Kendrick could be on that
Part 2 of what?
if we don't trust you.
Yeah, Futures and Metro's album.
I didn't
Yeah.
listen to it. I don't listen. What's going on? Is that album good?
Great
Is it
album.
good?
It's a great album.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
All right, I'll listen to that. Get on
We'll
that.
let our generation.
Well, listen, I
handle
will
that.
say this. You want to talk about the best beefs? I will say, historically, Jay-Z, I will say this. I'll go to my grave saying this. When Jay-Z beefed with Nas and Mobb Deep, okay, everyone
It's a pretty
had
cool
it
moment.
wrong.
Yeah.
They said that Nas beat him. Jay-Z destroyed those guys
Cooked him.
unequivocally. It's just that Nas made like a hype beat, but Jay-Z lyrically dismantled them. It was just a little too, and I'll get dragged for saying this, but he killed them. The things that he said and the way he said it and the way he put it together was mind-boggling. Like you've never heard a more destructive diss track. And that's one of my favorite beefs. Anytime Mobb Deep beefing with anybody was fantastic. But
I love Mobb Deep.
Mobb Deep's amazing. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Mobb Deep is untouchable. But Jay-Z, the ether was to this day just a maniacal masterstroke of just beef, of just fucking crushing someone. Am I wrong?
It's beef
You're
everywhere.
not wrong.
I'm not wrong. See, the youth have spoken. and I'm
Takeover is a
correct.
better song though.
Yeah, Takeover. No, I'm talking about. Sorry, I had it wrong. Takeover is song. Ether is Nas's.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takeover is amazing.
It's on Blueprint.
Blueprint.
Dropped
Two?
on 9/11.
On
One.
one. It dropped on 9/11.
Yeah.
Damn, this guy's
That's crazy.
It's my favorite album
He's a
of all time.
resource.
You're good.
Blueprint 1.
Yeah.
See, 16 years old.
The
Favorite
Blueprint.
rapper Jay-Z.
All time. Girls
Smoke
Girls
on that.
is my favorite song.
Which
Girls
one?
is your favorite song?
Girls. Yeah. On the Blueprint.
Girls X3.
Yeah. ×3.
Damn. The youth has spoken. Valentino, can you get me one more water, please? Okay.
Sorry, me too. Thank you. We're thirsty guys.
Thirsty boys.
Thank
Appreciate it, Valentino. It's been great having you on. Now we have to get a release because he's underage, and I
Thanks for coming on the pod.
Thank you, Valentino. That was fantastic.
I was thinking about starting a pod so I could just be like, yo, do you want to come on the pod?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate
sounds
asking
fire.
people to come on the pod. It's like the bane of my existence.
We've been threatening to do one for years.
I know, and
And here I am on the pod.
here you are. But here's the thing: I always equivocate. I think of asking someone to come on a pod, kind of like asking someone to like help you paint. But that's how I feel about it. I'm like, I don't want to ask this. And like, if I'm a friend, I'll ask.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you want to come, but like anyone that's like a couple rungs out, I just don't want to bug people. And it should be my job, but like, it's also, this is like, of all my
Jobs.
hyphenations, this is like the last thing that I'm like, that I give a shit about. I mean, I care. I love the pod. I love talking to you. I love talking to people, but do I give this my full attention? Like as far as producing it, it's hard because I got a couple plates spinning,
That's why you're great.
and I got to keep spinning them.
Keep spinning them.
But that, and eventually people tell me, they're like, you're young, you're going to be fine. But they're telling me I need to like, they're like,
Slow down.
they're like, has anyone had this talk with you? They're like, are you being kind to yourself? People ask me that. And I
Yeah.
go, I think I'm being great to myself.
So like 2 years ago, I had like 100 people ask me that.
Really?
Yeah. And then I burnt out and like learned
How'd you burn out? What
the
happened?
hard way.
What's
I
that
think
look
just,
like?
oh, here we go.
Thanks, boss.
Should we talk about more beefs?
No, we're good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Valentino. You have a good one.
Appreciate it.
What does burnout look
Dude,
like?
why
What
is he
happens?
not in school?
What school? Fuck school. This is school. This is border race for the children.
This
We're
is
here.
school.
This is school for him.
What?
Does this do anything, Kat? Do I get double? Anything cool happen here? All right, I'll let it go. Just turn this one off.
Yeah,
Tell me,
I
what
think,
does burnout look like? Because I've experienced it.
Yeah.
In the past 10 years, I mean, in the past 20 years, I've definitely burned out many times.
Yeah.
I've completely burned out at Born and Raised, eating shit a couple times. Like,
I've seen you
in spectacular
through a
ways.
BXR burnout.
You've seen me, and it's
A
terrifying.
BXRB.
Yeah. But what
Yeah.
does your burnout look
I've seen
like?
Sponto hit a few of those too.
Fonto would hit him. He would hit the wall all the time.
Monthly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sophie Kat saw some of it too. I don't know. My last company, the Heart Project.
Yeah.
It was just such a crazy year and a half, maybe 2 years almost.
Yeah.
We launched this project, worked super hard for a few weeks, and then just the Web3 space was super fucking intense and weird, and we made millions of dollars in 20 seconds and the whole world could see it because it's on the blockchain.
Yeah.
And then they're expecting you to do all this stuff with it. And they like invested in you, even though you didn't necessarily ask them. You're just like, I have these cool ideas and I'm building this community and you should want to be part of it. And blah, blah, blah. Fast forward a few months and it's like, there's 40,000 kids in the Discord yelling at you, like sending you death threats every day.
Because you're not like, you didn't make them like a
Like a
ice cream
millionaire.
parlor hot air balloon or something. Oh, because they didn't get rich.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some dude he emailed me once. He's like, "Yo, I made $2 million on your project."
Really?
I was like,
Holy shit.
I wish I did that.
How did he do that? He just bought so much and
Yeah, he
just
just bought
got
a
out?
ton and was like reselling at the right time. I don't know. It was fucking nuts. But anyways, yeah, honestly, just like working for months straight, like actually no weekends ever.
Yeah.
Like 16 hours every day, no exaggeration. And then, yeah, I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I just became like a shell of a person for like, honestly, like definitely 2 months, but then like 2 more months of like figuring out how to kind of get out of it. But yeah, I feel like it was just this like crazy, like deep.
Well, what does becoming a
depression.
shell of a person look like? What do you mean?
It was like, I feel like I was just like walking through life, not like I was a viewer of my own life almost.
You were
know?
disassociated?
Yeah, like things were just happening and I was just like getting pulled in a million directions.
Yeah, yeah.
Having 30 meetings a day and just being like trying to run a company with 24 people under you and being 22 and
being 22 is crazy. That's the wildest part. But like having multiple meetings in a day is so fucking draining sometimes. Oh no. Oh, okay, I hit her head. Having multiple meetings in a day, because talking, I sometimes at the end of the day, I'm like, I've talked so much. I do not want to hear myself talk anymore. I don't want to talk to anybody.
And now you have a podcast.
Yeah, now I got a pod too, and now I have to talk for fucking 90 minutes. And we're talking. But yeah, I will say that burnout is a real thing, and you have to basically prioritize. I mean, what I do is I prioritize, quote unquote, fucking, for lack of a better term, self-care, which is like for me, getting some exercise. You know, even like I'll take my meetings while I walk on the phone or something else. You know, I've taken meetings in the sauna. I've taken meetings on the phone walking. I go to the fucking, I get some sort of exercise in every day, or else I will go crazy and I will become morbidly obese and I will fucking relapse and I'll eat Skittles and I'll just destroy myself.
Not Skittles.
No, Skittles are fucking
They're
deathly.
banned from California now.
They're so deathly.
Yeah, they're actually banned.
They should be. They're terrible.
It's insane. They're
It's like,
so
you
so
can taste
good.
them. That should never be in your mouth. Whatever's in that shit.
Yeah, you might as well just throw it right in the toilet. It's
Yeah,
gone right there.
open
anyway.
it. Buy. Can you not buy Skittles in California?
It's illegal now, as of in the last few months.
So sick. And then that's gonna make them even more like.
Like they're gonna be sick.
Yeah, people are like fucking Skittles.
Damn,
party.
you're eating Skittles.
Yeah,
It's fire.
just flexing on people with the Skittles and you're like ghost vape. Skittles and a fucking matcha elf bar. That's the vibe.
And oat milk latte.
How old are you now, Aiden?
In 1 week from today,
Yeah.
I'll be 25.
Holy shit, you're a fucking child. You're 25. That's insane.
Almost.
At 25, I don't even think I was. Fuck. That is so crazy. Yeah, you're.
What was a 25-year-old Alex?
Wow, what an asshole. I was just fucked up. I mean, I wasn't an asshole. Like, I was probably more an asshole to myself
Yeah.
than anyone else. But like, it probably wasn't very. I was probably very defensive and like standoffish.
Yeah.
And I probably didn't. I mean, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I think at 25, I was probably going to film school. I dropped out of high school. And then I think by 24, 25, I was in UCLA for film, but like trying to hold it down. You know? Thought I knew everything, being like,
Of course.
you know, like, here's my fucking, you know, I was like heavy into running at the time. And I was like, I thought I had everything figured out, you know. But I also was like, at the same time too, I was doing the same thing because I was in film school and then someone offered me a tattoo apprenticeship and I was like, I can't turn that down. So I'm at film school and I'm also apprenticing at a tattoo shop, which doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Really
Crazy
dumb.
combo.
Crazy combo. It's like, what the fuck? It's like you're going to Chili's and then you're going to Jollibee. and putting those two things
brutal.
together, and it's terrible.
I haven't been to either, but
I don't know if I've I don't know if I've ever actually been.
I'm open to trying both.
I'm not open to going to Chili's personally, but yeah, great. Burnout, self-care, startups.
Self-care is in nowadays too.
Self-care is very hot.
Should I do the full like origin story thing?
Of what?
Of like, damn, this is who I am, and then
you should have done. I was trying to get you to do that in the front.
Then I met Two
You're
Tone.
too mellow. You gotta like.
Oh, you want me to do the whole thing?
Sell yourself. This is going to end up on this.
No
this,
way.
Just so you're clear, this podcast goes directly to the
Forbes.
Shark Tank guy, Mark Cuban.
He
streams it first, so it goes to his phone.
Well, we just closed our raise, so
Yeah, but he might just be like, "I'm going to bless you." He's in a wild mood these days.
that's so true.
He's into blessing fools. He might just be like, "I'm gonna, you know what? I need more. I'm gonna give you more than they gave you.
Yeah,
You know what? You're a shark. I'm a shark. Let's shark it the fuck up.
Let's tank.
Let's tank it out." How's it? What is it? Tell me about your life. You're out and about. You're out. I see you out. I remember you. You tried to. I think you tried to set me up on a blind date, kind of, and I just didn't. I showed up late. Right. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was kind of a blind date, but not really.
It was kind of. Yeah. I just needed your support.
You needed my
for
support,
date.
and I didn't support. I showed up very late, and it was you and like 3 beautiful women, which is how you roll. Is that? Can I say that? Is that terrible? You have a lot of beautiful friends.
Guilty.
Oh, okay. He's got a lot. Listen, Aiden's. He's a young 25-year-old entrepreneur.
24.
24-year-old
Almost
entrepreneur, soon to be minted the fuck out. And I think that's attractive.
That'd be sick.
Also a handsome guy, nice guy, talented. What's not to love?
Oh,
He's
go
out here
on.
in these streets.
Oh, go on.
He's in the streets in the most polite and gentlemanly and normal way possible. But you are out. I see you outside. You're out here. You're mingling. Right? Am I overstepping any boundaries?
If it's illegal to mingle, lock me up.
Oh my God.
No, I'm kidding. No, yeah. I get out sometimes. It's good to see friends. Yeah, because I don't like drink or smoke or whatever, but it's fun to see friends.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
I've actually never smoked anything before.
That's fucking bananas.
Like weed, cigs.
You never smoked a thing.
Juul. I've never smoked a thing.
Dude, don't break your streak. There's nothing good can come of it.
Just was never interesting. I don't know, like growing up around everyone in Venice was just high as fuck when they were like 11.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, I can't eat unless I'm high, or like
Yeah.
I can't sleep unless I'm
Yeah.
high. And like just costs a lot of money too. Like I was like, I'm trying to buy like shoes and shit, and then like
That's
cameras, you know?
I think there's something more to I don't think it being expensive has stopped anyone from smoking drugs, but
Yeah.
I think there's more to it from your side, and yeah, growing up in Venice, you're exposed to like there's just a lot of fucking drugs.
It's a lot of drugs.
A lot of drugs. Just fact is that there's a pipeline. I mean, I don't know if it's still there, but there was a pipeline of drugs going through Venice that was massive in the 90s. Like there was a conduit.
I mean, it's scary seeing. I mean, obviously the homeless issue is insane.
Yeah.
And just like some weeks there are a lot more turn.
Yeah.
And it's just like it has to be like a bad batch or something. I don't know.
Well, it's all
super scary.
It's the weaponized speed that like turns them into like they go into speed psychosis after like fucking one night. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Shout out Venice. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely like so weird. I was there today, and I don't live in Venice anymore. But yeah, it's just like the funniest vibe of like it's like the weird boardwalk goers that are just like the crazies there every day. Then there's all the homeless people. Then there's like the rich, like tech dudes riding a scooter on the way to Google.
Yeah.
And then there's like a bunch of new $4 million cribs that are like not that big.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's such a funny vibe.
The vibe is crazy.
But I don't know. It still like has, and then there's like a bunch of Crips everywhere.
There's still a bunch of Crips out.
I think so. On certain blocks.
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't really know the best.
yeah, I think it's.
They're definitely at Oakwood Park.
I mean, there's some generational families, you know,
Yeah.
that have held onto their homes and as they should.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that Venice is there's a certain thing with Venice that will never seem to go away, which is like there's a core that still is there.
Yeah.
Even though it's been fully fucking maxed out.
And there is this love of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, I grew up in Santa Monica as well.
Yeah.
And then my parents split up and it was back and forth. And like Santa Monica, everyone's like, yeah, whatever. It's like Santa Monica. But Venice is like, we're from Venice.
Yeah.
This is our shit.
Yeah.
Locals only. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's funny that it has that still to an extent.
Sure. I mean, there's kids that are still holding it down, and there's still that.
I don't think it'll. Yeah, it's getting way less by the year.
Yeah. Well, it's
like I remember when they like built all the first things on Abercrombie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I started watching Change, and I was like, damn, like this is about to be different.
When I was a kid, the only thing that was on Abercrombie was Howls. That was the only thing that was crazy. Like, what the fuck is this doing? Everything else was burnt.
Yeah.
And it was how, like, the brig, you couldn't go to the brig. Like, my dad was like, don't. Yeah. He's like, don't go in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a kid. I wasn't going in there anyways, but he's like, just be careful over there.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, all right.
My uncle's probably getting drunk in there.
Yeah. Yeah. But like that, I remember in like Hal's was like this really nice restaurant in the middle of like the outskirts of the hood. And I remember my dad going, he goes, and he was a little off because it took longer, but he goes, in about 5-10 years, this is all going to be gone. Like it's going to be, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's gentrification. It's going to come through here. I'm like, really?
Be a thing. Yeah.
And it was 10 times worse than anyone ever imagined. It went fucking bananas.
Went viral.
It went fully venereal. Yeah.
Yeah. The one place my parents were like, you can't go growing up was Eddie's liquor store on 20th and Pico.
Eddie's liquor store. I don't know Eddie's.
My friend actually got shot and killed there.
Really?
At Eddie's, yeah.
I remember going to the Teen Post when I was a kid. It was a rough place. They had like nickel video games, and I'm dating myself, and it was like supposed to be for teenagers.
Nickel video, you're old.
Well, no, they were rigged. They were rigged to play for a nickel. I'm not like fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say video games were $60 when I was a kid already.
Yeah, saltwater taffy and fucking playing with a hoop. But I remember going to the Teen Post, which is supposed to be a place for teenagers, and you go in the back, and there's like the biggest dude in the world, like who just got out of jail doing like bench pressing. I'd be like, what the fuck?
You're like, hell no.
I'm here to play fucking Galaga for a nickel, and there's some huge monster dude just benching.
This dude is massive, looking at me
like,
weird.
You're not a teenager.
Yeah, I don't. It was cool, like learning how to take photos and videos in Venice, though, because I feel like there's a lot of just weird shit always.
A lot of weird
shit. I
shit.
just literally started. Yeah, it was like walking around shooting stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lots of weird things.
Lots of stuff. There's a lot of character on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting things.
A lot of character.
Yeah. What a place.
Damn. Maybe I'm like embodying Venice for real because now I do tech stuff.
Yeah, you are.
It's like artsy, but then tech. It's like what?
Yeah, you're the next generation of.
Yeah.
You're gonna go in. You're gonna make your money and go in there and just put the cap on everything. You're gonna buy a building and that's gonna be the final straw.
Jeez.
They're like Nova came in and just fucked everything up. You're like, I'm shutting down the beach from here to here. From fucking Rose to Santa Monica.
Nova would never.